We'll be discussing the importance and various elements involved in the business communication process. Effective communication is the lifeblood of any organization. Communication helps to create a shared understanding of goals, strategies, and expectations among team members, clients and other stakeholders. It helps build relationships, boost productivity, and achieve business objectives. However, communication is not just about transmitting information. It's about ensuring that the information is received, understood, and acted upon as intended. The business communication process is a structured approach to communication in a business setting. It comprises a series of steps and elements that help to ensure effective communication.
The elements include sender. The sender is the person who initiates the message. In a business context, the sender could be anyone from a manager to an employee or even a customer. The sender must be clear on the purpose of the message and the intended audience. Message. The message is the information that the sender wants to convey to the receiver. It could be written, it could be verbal, it could be visual, depending on the nature of the message and the audience. The message should be clear, concise, and relevant to the receiver.
Encoding is the process of converting the message into a format that is understood by the receiver. This could involve the use of language, symbols, and other means to convey the message. The sender has to be mindful of the receiver's communication preference and adjust the message accordingly. Channel. This is the medium through which the message can be transmitted from the sender to the receiver. This could involve the use of emails, telephone conversation, video conferencing, and even face-to-face communication. The sender has to select the most appropriate means through which the message can be transmitted based on the nature of the message, urgency, and the receiver's preference.
Decoding. Decoding is the process of interpreting the message by the receiver. The receiver must understand the message to provide feedback or take appropriate action. The receiver's interpretation could be influenced by factors such as language, culture, and previous experiences. Feedback. Feedback is the response of the receiver to the message. It helps the sender understand if the message was received and understood as intended. Feedback could be verbal, written, or nonverbal. It should be specific, timely, and constructive.
Noise. Noise refers to any interference that affects the message clarity or accuracy during the communication process. Example of noise could include background noise, language barriers, or technical problems. The sender should minimize noise by selecting an appropriate channel, encoding the message clearly, and consider the receiver's context.
Effective communication is critical to business for several reasons. Firstly, it helps to build and maintain relationships with customers, suppliers, and employees. Good communication promotes trust, transparency, and mutual respect, which are ingredients for successful collaboration. Secondly, it facilitates decision-making by ensuring that they have information that they need to make informed decisions. Good communication can reduce ambiguity, prevent misunderstanding, and accelerate decision making.
Thirdly, it improves productivity by reducing misunderstandings and delays in communication. Efficient communication helps team members work effectively, avoiding duplication of effort and maximizing use of resources. Finally, it helps to establish a positive workplace culture by promoting transparency, respect, and trust. A culture effective communication helps encourage open dialogue, feedback, and continuous improvement.
The sender is the individual, group, or organization that needs or wants to share information with some other individual, group, or organization. The receiver is the individual, group, or organization for which the information is intended. The message is the information that the sender needs or wants to share with other people. A message is clear when it contains information that is easily interpreted or understood. Once the sender has decided what the message is, the next step in the process is encoding. Encoding is translating the message into symbols or language that the receiver eye understands. Once a message is encoded, it is transmitted to the receiver through some medium. The medium is the pathway through which the encoded message is transmitted to a receiver, just as senders have to translate their ideas or message into a form that can be to the receivers. Receivers have to make sense of the message they receive. Decoding is interpreting or trying to make sense of a sender's message. After decoding the message, the receiver has to respond to it and start the feedback loop. The receiver must first decide what message to pass on to the original sender. If with the receiver properly interpreted the initial message and common understanding has been reached, the communication process is complete.
In conclusion, the business communication process is a critical tool for effective communication in business context. By understanding and implementing the various elements of the communication process, businesses can improve their communication effectiveness, build positive relationships, and achieve their business. Good communication is essential for success in today's fast-paced, competitive business environment. Thank you for watching this presentation.